Hello everybody, Disney Storyteller here again. Today we're going to read Pinocchio, which is a puppet made out of wood that became a real live boy one day because he did good to all. Pinocchio. Once upon a time, in a sleepy little village in Italy, there lived a small fellow named Jiminy Cricket. Now, Jiminy loved to travel from hearth to hearth, singing as he went. And one night, when he saw the wishing star, which hung bright in the velvet sky, Jiminy visited the home of the wood carver called Geppetto. Geppetto's workshop was a magical place. There were cuckoo's clocks and music boxes that tinkled merrily. There were ducks and geese and puppets all made of wood. And there were endless shelves of toys. The kindly woodcarver loved to make children smile, and so each toy was made with special care. But there was one toy more colorfully painted than the rest, a boy puppet made of wood. It sat on the workshop table, still needing a few finishing touches. Geppetto stood before the puppet and carefully painted on the eyebrows and the mouth. His cat, Figaro, and his goldfish, Cleo, looked on. "Now," said Geppetto, "I have just the name for you, Pinocchio." "Pinocchio! Do you like it?" "Do you like it, Figaro?" Figaro shook his furry head. "No? Well, you will grow to like it," said Geppetto. "Pinocchio it is." Later that evening, Geppetto put Pinocchio away for the night and climbed into bed. Before he fell asleep, Geppetto looked out his window at the brightly lit sky. "Oh, Figaro, look!" he exclaimed. "The wishing star!" Geppetto made a wish. It was one dear to his heart. "Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight." "Figaro, do you know what I wished?" "I wished that my little Pinocchio might be a real boy," said Geppetto. Then he settled into bed. While the village slept, a brilliant light of palest blue filled Geppetto's workshop. The beautiful light sparkled and transformed itself into the blue fairy. "Good Geppetto," said the fairy to the sleeping man. "You have given so much happiness to others. You deserve to have your wish come true." The blue fairy glided across the room to Pinocchio. She lifted her golden wand and waved it through the air. "Little puppet made of pine, wake! The gift of life is thine," she proclaimed. As Jiminy Cricket watched, Pinocchio opened his eyes. He moved first one arm, then the other, then he opened his mouth. "I can move," said Pinocchio, very excited. "I can talk." "Yes, Pinocchio," said the blue fairy. "I have given you life because tonight Geppetto wished for a real boy." "Am I a real boy?" said Pinocchio. "No, Pinocchio," said the fairy. "You may be a real boy someday, but first you must prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish. You must learn to choose between right and wrong." "But how will I know?" asked Pinocchio. "Let your conscience be your guide," said the fairy. "What is a conscience?" asked Pinocchio. "What is a conscience?" repeated Jiminy Cricket. "I'll tell you. A conscience is that still small voice that people won't listen to. That's just the trouble with the world today," said Jiminy, jabbling his umbrella in the air. "Mr. Cricket," said the fairy, Would you like to be Pinocchio's conscience? Well, sure. So the fairy named him Sir Jiminy Cricket, Lord of the knowledge of right and wrong. Then she was gone. Geppetto heard voices and got out of bed. As he came into his workshop, he could hardly believe his eyes. Right before him was his puppet, dancing about and singing. Can I be dreaming? My little Pinocchio is a real boy, Geppetto cried. The gentle woodcarver lifted Pinocchio in the air and hugged the wooden boy close to him. Oh, thank you, wishing star, for making my wish come true. Stay tuned for part 2 of Pinocchio. Bye-bye.